This is Shaun Sport in podcast form.
State of Origin is on tonight. Someone who will be there in person is Carl Stefanovic from the Today Show. He's in town. Carl, what's going on?
Give it a wee, give it a wee, give it a wee now. Give it a wee, give it a wee. I love it here in Perth. Oh, my God, you've turned the weather on for me.
We have.
No, haven't we, Carl?
It's magnificent. I love it here.
Now, you've been up for hours already this morning, Carl, haven't you? Because you did the Today Show on the time difference. So what time did you get up Perth time this morning?
Well, I just didn't bother going to bed. I mean, you just roll from
it's
the buffet
Logies all
here at
over
Crown.
again.
That's it. And look, I love Perth. I get over here a lot, actually. And so it's like a second home to me. I just love getting in here and just the vibe. I know it's pretty quiet at that time of the morning, but when I got in yesterday afternoon, I went for a walk along this precinct. It's just such a great precinct.
It's good, isn't it?
And so it'll be a big game tonight. Yeah, I love it.
No, that is going to be a really big game. Carl, there's so many people in town, right? We know all the superstars from both states are here, and there's a lot of celebrity dudes. Did you get a number of calls to meet people at pubs yesterday?
Yeah, I did. Look, Beyonce,
she's
the
here.
Coldplay guy. What's his name?
Chris
He's a bit
Martin.
boring.
Yeah,
he's a bit boring, but he's a teetotaler these days, so I just try and avoid him.
Yeah,
but that's it. I don't need the guilt catching up with someone who doesn't drink. So it's fantastic though, and I think it's going to be. Look, everyone knows it's an AFL town. There's never going to be changing that. But I think for Perth people, this is the best of rugby league.
Yeah.
So. I think it's going to be a great game. There's a bit of spice to it. There's been some really personal attacks going on. So I think, it'll be like UFC on the footy park tonight at Optus Stadium. So I'm looking forward to that.
Everyone's picking on Billy Slater, saying he's doing a bad job.
Yeah, just leave Billy alone. Yeah. He's just a country kid.
Yeah.
Doing his best.
That's it. And all my Perth friends, they don't really understand, the whole rugby league thing, but they'll be into it tonight because, who doesn't want to see a bit of biffo?
Me too.
Yeah, got to get up and
AFL's
about.
got soft. The AFL's got soft. All these penalties and fines for people getting in a fisticuff.
Can't even pull a finger sign anymore, Carl.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, we want to see some action. Come on.
Carl, we don't get easily offended here. What do you like and dislike about Perth when you come over here?
Okay, so... Look, disliking, I don't like how long a drive it is to Margaret River. So the last time I came here, my helicopter had broken down. So
I'm so sorry.
That was really annoying. Yeah. The rest of it is fantastic. I can't wait to get over to Rottnest. I ran over a quokka there last time, and there's been a problem with me going back, but that moratorium is finished.
You're like Warwick Capper at the MCG,
yeah. Warwick Capper. Man, he is an idiot, that guy. I mean, far out.
Oh, I know.
Anyway. Big wazza. But I look forward to getting back to Rottnest later in the year. There's a resort opening over there, I hear, that is in the way that I like to be treated.
Yes, of course.
So I'll be looking forward to that in November, I think.
No,
so,
you reckon you come over here a lot. When's the last time you've been over here, honestly?
I was here in November of last year, and then I've had a bit on since then.
What do you have on? What do you have on over here?
The US, what?
Oh, the UFC? No. What do you have on?
I didn't come... I'm not going to tell you where I went, but I've got a mate of mine who lives halfway between here at Bunbury.
Yeah.
And we went and saw the Dolphins. And no, we didn't. We went to the pub and got absolutely shit-faced.
Hey, Carl, can we tell you, a few years ago, when Mark McGowan was Premier, we went down to Bunbury with him and we went to look at the Dolphins, and guess what happened? Our bus got broken into.
Yeah, Bunbury's a wild joint, but also not as wild as dolphins. They are an awful creature. I don't know who does their PR. They've got smiles on their face, but you Google dolphins in the water, and they are nasty pieces of work.
I tell you what, you wouldn't want to drive 7.5 hours up to Monkey Mire just for that.
Yeah, Monkey Mire.
Have you been there? No, you wouldn't have been there.
I've been to Broome, and I went in a like a little plane to the horizontal falls.
Oh,
that's 15 hours I'll never get back in my life.
Well, you're staying at Cable Beach, though. It's not a bad place. And then Divers Tavern's just a hop, skip and a jump up the road.
We need to have a beer next time I'm back here. You seem to know all the hot spots.
Oh, yeah, don't worry. We've got you.
Last time I was here, I nearly got arrested. So it sounds like I need to, muscle up and go out with you guys. You know the town, you know the coppers.
Not
Sean
sure
will
I'm
take
the
the
right
Metro
person.
Metro 6 some proper damage.
Yes.
It's his home
Come
ground.
on.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No. Well, you show me the ropes next time, and I'd be a grateful participant in the revelry that the West has.
So, Carl, you go to the game tonight, obviously, and then just going to pull an all-nighter and do today again tomorrow morning?
Yeah, I'm getting a red eye back, and I will have red eyes for the show tomorrow morning. And apparently there's some big party on after the game at Crown here, which I'll have to go and have a look at, get some vision of.
You're not on that plane.
Couple of stories.
You're going to miss that
Are you
flight.
honestly getting on the plane?
Yeah, I'm getting on the plane. Don't you worry about that. I'm a hard worker for the Nine Network, and you never know how long I'll be in this job. So I may as well,
That's
Might
true.
might just be
shabby.
one more day.
So what a way to go out in the West.
Yeah. If you do get the lemon and sauce tomorrow, we may be able to hit Margaret River by the
That's right.
afternoon.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I do love the Shardies down there.
Yeah.
I went to a great wedding down there a couple of years back, Taj's, and it was 3 days of complete and utter mayhem. And I don't remember it, but I remember that
But you'll never
it was
forget
mayhem.
Hey, by the way, I remember seeing a lot of stuff on his socials because I'm always stalking him, right?
Yeah.
And I know you were there.
Yeah.
But Fisher had to get in a plane and then go off to the
Yeah.
Academy Awards. What was the
No,
Grammys?
The Grammy. Yeah. I remember. I saw him, and I was 7 sheets to the wind by the time I saw him. And he goes, "Oh yeah, mate, I'm just getting a plane, to go to the Grammys." I said, "Bullshit! That is just complete and utter rubbish. You are not doing that." And then the next day, he pops up on the red carpet at the Grammys. I mean, that guy has a life.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty, graceful exit from Taj Burrow's wedding to go to the Grammys.
Yeah.
Nice.
I know.
Nice.
Good exit.
Oh,
What
come
a
on.
tosser.
Hey, Carl, I was
What a
super
tosser.
jealous as well because Mick Fanning had his corporate golf day the other day, charity golf day.
Yes.
Again, I'm not in the league to get invited here, but I watched from an outer. How good was that?
Yeah, it was great. It was like a little bit of live golf, but nothing sort of
But with more
untoward
Hamish
going on
Blake.
there.
Oh, yeah, bet. That's all above
version.
board. With the Mad Hueys getting around the place. Yeah, they're pretty easy.
I love those guys. JS35 and those fellas are just terrific guys. But it was a great day. And Mick Fanning's a terrific fella. It's 10 years since he got attacked by that shark.
Yeah.
He doesn't like to talk about it still, but he's just a wonderful human being.
See, it's funny because the
shark.
shark says it's 10 years since he got punched in the face by Mick Fanning. It's all about perspective, isn't it, Carl?
Well, I like hanging with these guys. Nice little right-hander down at Mount Margaret River. Hello.
All right. Well, Carl, thank you so much for taking the time to
Pleasure.
talk to us this morning.
We do.
It's amazing because you're actually on the television at the moment. So how you're doing this is incredible.
Sam Friday's with you. Sam Friday and Gus Gould.
Great. It's exactly right. I don't know how I'm doing that either, but
he's
anyway,
everywhere.
I feel like I'm in one of those dreams. But it's great to be part of the number one radio team again, and hopefully you'll maintain that after having me on.
Yeah, love your work, Carlos. Thanks,
No
buddy.
guarantees.
See you guys. Love you.
Yeah, mate.
Shaun Sport in podcast form.
Sunday, Aryang in here from the West Coast Fever. And Natalie, you will be there, of course.
I will
getting
be
behind
there.
Sunday, who's in the house at the moment.
Oh, yeah, don't worry. I'm right behind. How are you, Sunday?
Morning.
Good, thank you.
You guys
morning.
are flying.
I know, it's feeling real great, the way that we're going so far. So, yeah, loving it.
Does Dan, every now and then, just for the sake of it, because you've won...
Smile.
Is it 9 or... How many have you won in a row now?
What is it?
8?
8 in a row?
Yeah.
Okay, coming up to 9 against the Thunderbirds this week. So does Dan come in every now and then just have a go at you just to keep you on your toes?
No, Dan does a really good job at keeping us on our toes without having a go at us. But every now and then he does have to throw something in there. But no, he's great. He's great at just making sure that everyone's on point and everyone knows what their roles are.
Now, if we're to believe what's been reported in the news this week, there's a focus on defending the 2-point shot, defending the super shot. Now, that's your job.
Yeah.
Partly. Not just your job, but other people are involved as well. But so the focus is on defence this week.
Yeah, there is a big
Feeling
focus
the
on
pressure?
defence. Oh, a lot of pressure. We did a training session on Monday and they worked us so hard in that 2-point, made us keep going over and over and over
Yeah.
again. But yeah, big focus on trying to stop those twos because there is a lot of teams that are starting
And it can
to...
turn
It really
a
can.
game, yeah.
Exactly. So making it as hard as possible for them.
The other week I was giving you pointers on how to defend, obviously,
Yeah.
and that was a big part of what
That went against the rules of netball,
Yeah.
but still.
So here's my other idea about defending the 2-point
Okay,
shot.
let's hear it.
Defend on an angle.
What
on
do
an
you mean?
angle.
Yes.
Okay,
So Helen Housby, she's straight at the goals, right? She's here.
Exactly.
And normally you would be in front with the, doing this
with
one.
the foot up too.
Yeah.
Yeah, holding on to her leg as
If
she
you
does.
come to the side and have the hand across the side, maybe that will put off her line of sight.
I think
try
the
that?
issue with that is that if you come to the side and she misses the shot,
She
can just freely run in for the rebound.
It's like
and then
they've
we'll
thought
get
this
in
through,
more
these
trouble, Shaun.
professional netballers.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
But you can call Dan. Call Dan and let him know about that.
Put some ideas. Yeah,
That one at least didn't go against the rules of netball. It was just
exactly.
a bad idea.
It's a good idea. I think it's a good idea.
But no, I'll bring it to his attention. We'll see what he says. I might get yelled at, but we'll find out.
Yeah. Okay. We can work on it. I'll workshop it with you guys.
Yeah,
and
come
then
to training this afternoon.
I would love to see him try to train with you girls. We can make that happen.
I'll get too carried away.
We can make that happen.
And then I'll hurt
Position
myself.
would you put Shawnee Mack in?
Well, he seems to know a lot about defence, so I'd put him in defence. I reckon.
What
GK or
position?
GD?
Win championships. That's why we got
wing,
the star here.
Wing defence.
Oh, she doesn't rate you.
Expendable.
Jokes, I'll put you in goalkeeper.
Thank
I
you.
reckon you could do a lot back there.
In a third
you.
only.
Make him team up against Janelle and see what happens.
Yes.
Gee, there'll be some bumping and grinding, and
Yeah.
not on that part, but from defence. I'd set the scene early.
Okay.
Get the hips
You
in
might
there.
get whistled out though, so watch out.
That would be a good result for everyone, wouldn't it? The super shot is an interesting thing because a lot of the teams are now coming hard, and it's not necessarily a strength of the West Coast Fever. Is it something that we're working on at the moment from a team perspective?
No, it's definitely something that we do work on, and I think for us it's more just taking it when the moment arises and when it feels like it's a good time to take it, whereas there's other teams who, in that 5 minutes, they just play that super shot and just go for it. But we just kind of work that one point and see when that moment comes, then we take it.
Do you think there's a time for having more of a crack of it now, given that you're, rolling on particularly well?
Well, I guess when we're up and stuff, there's more opportunities to just have a try at it and see what our processes are when we are taking those twos. But
I think you have been taking more of them.
We have,
Shanice
yes.
potted a couple the other day.
Yeah.
Liv Wilkinson in the game before, she got a few. So, I think there is more rather than just getting it to Janelle on the post.
yeah,
Janelle
no,
on
we're
the
definitely
post,
working it a lot more. And even in trainings, you can see that they've got a big focus on attacking those twos and stuff. So, it does look good when they go for it. And it's always, even when they do just go for one, I think it's more just trialing it and seeing when that opportunity comes. But if there's a one, might as well
You take the one.
Yeah.
Don't you just love doing a sport where you're training indoors a lot?
It's great. It's honestly the best thing ever. And you hear the rain outside and it's we're nice and warm inside. So.
Yeah,
You would have done your time in the rain as a junior, though.
Yeah. Did not
Same.
like it.
Awful.
Not like it at
Esperance.
all.
I played in hail and wind, and it was horrific. Horrific.
hail and wind. Yeah, that's terrible.
It wasn't hailing every week, but it was windy every week.
Yeah.
So, it was
It's
just
trauma.
grim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, last night I was watching the start of one of my son's football training, and it was nice, and then it just started belting down. And both of my two of my sons came home, and they were just absolutely drenched. And and you actually don't get anything out of it.
No, that's not
you can't
fun.
practice anything.
No.
Yeah.
And isn't it just all slippery and wet and you're just falling everywhere?
Yeah, it's just muddy.
100%.
And then it's just a
And then
load
you've got
of
to have a
washing.
washing to do.
Ew.
Yeah, it sounds awful, doesn't it? Hooray for indoor sport.
Well, Sunday, we're looking forward to this game against the Thunderbirds. They're no easy pushover either, so they'll be coming hard at you guys. And given that you're flying so high, it gives it's a target on your back now moving forward. So every team would have done way more homework than they probably did early in the year.
Yeah,
and
for
dissected
sure.
you. Yeah.
For sure. But no, I think we're ready. Our training sessions as well have been very purposeful. So I think we do a lot of our homework as well and all the other teams. So, no, we're ready to go this Friday.
Yep.
There you go.
Go see him. It's
Good
going to be
luck.
great. Tickets
Friday
from
night.
Ticketek. It's going to be a ripper. I will see you there Sunday.
See you there now.
Bring it home.
Shaun Sport is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.